man, for
C'est
I
un
will
terrain.
demand of thee, and answer thou me. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth?
Où étais-tu lorsque j'ai fondé la terre?
Declare it. Declare if thou hast understanding.
Dis-le si tu as de l'intelligence.
Who had laid the measures thereof, if
Qui en
thou
a fixé les
knowest?
dimensions, le sais-tu?
Or who had stretched the line upon it?
Ou qu'a étendu sur elle?
Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened?
Sur quoi ces bases sont-elles appuyées?
Or who had laid the cornerstone
Ou qui a
thereof?
posé la pierre?
When the morning stars sang together,
Alors que les étoiles du matin éclairaient,
and all the
éclataient
sons of God shouted for joy.
en chantant d'allégresse.
Or who shut up the sea with doors,
Qui a fermé la mer avec des portes
when it brake forth,
quand elle se lança
as if it had issued out of the womb?
du sein maternel.
When I make the clouds the garment thereof,
Quand je fis de la nuée son vêtement
and take darkness a swaddling band for it,
et de l'obscurité ses langues.
and break up for it my decreed place,
Quand
and
je lui ai
set bars and doors,
imposé ma loi.
and said, Hereto shalt thou come, but no further, and here shall thy pride waves be stayed. Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days, and caused the day spring to know his place? That it may take hold of the ends of the earth, that the wicked might be shaken out of it. It is turned as clay to the seal, and they stand as a garment. And from the wicked their light is withholden, and their high arm shall be broken. Hast thou entered into the spring of the sea, or hast thou walked in the search of the depth? Have the gates of death been opened unto thee, or hast thou seen the doors of the shadows of death? Hast thou perceived the breadth of the earth? Declare it if thou knowest it all. Where is the way where light dwelleth? And as for darkness, where is the place thereof? That thou should take it to the bound thereof, and that thou shouldest know the part of the house thereof. Knowest thou it? Because thou wast then born, or because the numbers of thy days is great? Hast thou entered into the treasures of the snow, or hast thou seen the treasures of the hail, which I have reserved against the time of trouble, against the day of battle and war? By what way is the light parted, which scattered the east wind upon the earth? Who had divided a water course for the overflowing of waters, or a way for the lightning of thunder, to cause it to rain on the earth where no man is, a wilderness wherein there is no man, to satisfy the desolate and waste ground, and to cause the bud of the thunder herb to spring forth? Had there rained a father, or who had begotten the drops of dew, out of whose womb came the ice and the hoary frost of heaven, who had gendered it? The waters are hid with a stone, and the face of the deep is frozen. Can thou bind the sweet influence of the Pleiad, or loose the binds of the Orions? Can thou bring forth Mazzaroth in his season, or can thou guide Arcturus with his sons? Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Can thou set the dominion thereof in the earth? Can thou lift up thy voice in the clouds, that abundance of water may cover thee? Can thou send lightning, that they may go and say unto thee, Here we are? Who had put wisdom in the inward parts, or who had given understanding to the hearts, who can number the clouds in wisdom, or who can stay the bottles of heaven. When the dust groweth into hardness, and the clouds cleave fast together. Wilt thou hunt the prey for the lion, or feel the appetite of the young lions? When they couch in their dens and abide in the covert to lie in wait, who provided for the raven his food, when his young ones cry unto the Lord, they wonder for lack of meat. 39. Knowest thou the time when the wild goats of the rock bring forth, or can thou mark when the hinds do calve? Can thou number the months that they fulfill, or knowest thou the time when they bring forth? They bow themselves together. They bow themselves, they bring forth their young ones, they cast out their own sorrows. Their young ones are in good liking. They grow up with corn. They go forth and return not unto them. Who had sent out the wild ass free, or who had loosed the bands of the wild ass, whose house I have made the wilderness, and the barren land his dwelling. He scorned the multitude of the city, neither regarded he the crying of the driver. The range of the mountain is his pasture, and he searcheth after every green thing. Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee, or abide by thy creep? Can thou bind the unicorn with his bands in thy furrows, or will he harrow the valley after thee? Wilt thou trust him because his strength is great, or wilt thou leave thy labor to him? Wilt thou believe him that he will bring home thy seed and gather it into thy barn? Gavest thou the godly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in dust, and forgetteth that the food may crush them, or the wild beast may break them? She is hardened against her young, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because God had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted her to understanding. What time she lifted up herself on high, she scorned the horse and her riders. Hast thou given the horse strength? Hast thou clothed his neck with thunder? Can thou make him afraid as a grasshopper? The glory of his nostrils is terrible. He bowed in the valley and rejoiced in his strength. He going on to meet the armed men. He mocked at fear and is not afraid, neither turned he back from the sword. The quiver rattled against him, the glittering spear and the shield. He swallowed the ground with fierceness and rage, neither believed he that it is the sound of the trumpet. He said among the trumpets, Ha, ha, and he smelled the battle afar off, the thunder of the captains and the shoutings. Doth the hawk fly by thy wisdom, and stretch her wings towards the south? Doth the eagle mount up at thy command, and make her nest on high? She dwelleth and abideth on the rock, upon the cracks of the rock, and the strong place. From then she seeketh the prey, and her eyes behold afar off. Her young ones also suck up blood, and where the slain are, there is she. I hope somebody is not getting tired of too much reading. Some people are already sitting down. Verse chapter 40. People are about to start crying now. Said Jesus, the standing is long, and you'll be sitting while I'm still standing. Moreover, the Lord answered Job and said, shall he that contended with the Almighty instruct him? He that reproveth God, let him answer it. Then Job answered the Lord and said, behold, I am vile. What shall I answer thee? I will lay my hands upon my mouth. Once have I spoken, but I will not answer. Yea, twice, but I will not proceed any further. Amen. Please be seated. Welcome to the month of expansion once more.
Bienvenue dans le mois d'expansion une fois de plus.
Tonight I'll be talking on what I titled
Ce soir, je veux parler de ce que j'ai intitulé
Accessing the Realms of Glory.
Accéder au règne de la gloire.
Accessing the realms of glory.
Accéder au règne de la gloire.
You can never access the realms of glory
Vous ne pouvez jamais accéder au règne de la gloire
until you have entered the dimensions of dominion.
jusqu'à ce que vous êtes entré dans les dimensions de la domination.
There are many things that the church of God is taking for granted.
Il y a plusieurs choses que l'Église de Dieu prend à la légère.
The church of God is being reprogrammed by this world
L'Église de Dieu est reprogrammée par ce monde
to depend very much on the principles who are physical
de dépendre sur des principes qui sont physiques
than on the determinations which are spiritual.
que sur des déterminations qui sont spirituelles.
But for everyone that is sitting under the sound of my voice,
Mais pour tout le monde qui est assis sous le son de ma voix,
I prophesy to you as an oracle of the living
je
God.
prophétise en tant qu'oracle du Dieu.
Your life is about to touch the realms of glory.
Vos vies sont au point de toucher les
Your
dimensions de la
life is
gloire.
about to touch dimensions of glory.
Vos vies sont au point de toucher les
You
dimensions
are
de la
about to
gloire.
leave the natural world
Vous êtes au point de quitter le monde
and
naturel
step into the supernatural.
et entrer dans le surnaturel.
You are about to abandon the place of reason
Vous êtes au point d'abandonner le lieu de
and
raison
enter the place of the
et
supernatural.
entrer dans un lieu de surnaturel.
You will understand that Job was speaking with God,
Vous allez comprendre que Dieu parlait avec Dieu.
and after God had spoken to him for a little while,
Après que Dieu fut lui parler pendant un petit moment,
Job then answered to answer God,
Job a donc répondu à Dieu.
and he told God in verse 4 of chapter 40,
Il a dit à Job dans le verset 4 du chapitre
he said,
40
behold, I am vile.
que
What shall I answer thee?
qu'est-ce que je peux te répondre?
He said, I will lay my hands upon my mouth.
Je vais mettre mes mains sur ma bouche.
Once have I spoken, but twice will I not answer.
Une fois j'ai parlé, mais deux fois je vais pas
Yet
répondre.
twice will I not proceed any
Je
further.
n'ajouterai rien.
Job had just come to a realization
Job est venu à une réalisation
that the things he spoke were sponsored by his flesh,
que les choses qu'il avait énoncées étaient sponsorisées par sa chair,
not by the strength of the spiritual.
pas à travers la force du spirituel.
It is only when we start touching the realms of the spirit
C'est seulement lorsque nous commençons à toucher les règnes de l'esprit
that we discover that words are powerful.
que nous découvrons que les paroles sont très puissantes.
It is only when we start touching the realms of the spirit
C'est seulement lorsque nous touchons les règnes de l'esprit
that impossibilities start vanishing.
Que les impossibilités commencent à disparaître.
Because what seemed to us as
Parce
impossibility
que ce qui nous semble comme une impossibilité
will suddenly become
va
possible.
soudainement devenir
I
possible.
prophesy to a believer under the sound of my voice.
Si un croyant sous le son de ma voix,
By the reason of the anointing,
en raison de l'onction,
you are stepping into realms of
vous
abundance.
entrez dans les règnes
You are
d'abondance.
stepping into realms of power.
Vous entrez dans les règnes de la
You are
puissance.
stepping into realms of
Vous
dominion.
entrez dans les règnes de la
I said
domination.
tonight you are accessing realms of glory.
Je dis ce soir, vous accédez au règne de
In
la
the name of Jesus.
au nom de Jésus.
While I was getting ready for this meeting,
Lorsque je m'apprêtais pour ce culte,
Sister Hilda in the Boya branch,
Sœur Hilda du branche de
she
Boya,
sent me a testimony.
elle m'a envoyé un témoignage.
She said when she heard the testimony of Brother Severin,
Elle a dit lorsqu'elle a entendu le témoignage de frère Séverin,
of how God blessed him miraculously with 2 million.
de comment Dieu l'a béni miraculeusement avec 2 millions
She had been
500.
following documents for her association to be given permit to function as a clinic.
Elle a eu à suivre les documents pour que son association puisse fonctionner comme une clinique.
So she had spent money until they needed 50,000 that she didn't have.
Elle avait tellement dépensé d'argent qu'ils avaient besoin de 50 000
And she
qu'elle n'avait
told
pas.
God that I need a sign.
Et elle a dit à Dieu que j'ai besoin d'un signe.
I need a sign.
J'ai besoin d'un signe.
If you can give Brother Severin miracle money,
Si tu peux donner l'argent miracle à frère
2.5
Séverin,
million, my own, I need just
2,5 million.
50,000.
Moi, j'ai seulement besoin de 50 000.
God, if you show me that sign, I will know you're interested in this clinic business.
Dieu, si tu me montres ce signe, je veux savoir que tu es intéressé dans cette affaire.
She connected to the prophet, to the testimony.
Elle s'est connectée au
She
témoignage.
followed the crossover on Friday.
Elle a suivi la traversée de
On Saturday, she was in the house hoping for a miracle.
samedi. Elle était à la maison, elle espérait
By
un miracle.
10 p.m. in the night,
À 22h dans la nuit,
her UBA account signaled.
son compte bancaire.
Oh, somebody's not even with me. I'm talking of accessing the realms of glory,
Je parle à propos d'accéder les règnes de la foi.
stepping into dimensions
Entrer dans les dimensions.
where you no more accounting on your ability.
Que vous ne comptez plus sur vos aptitudes.
She saw a message in her UBA account.
Elle a vu un message dans son compte
In the
bancaire.
same way, like Brother Severin,
De la même manière qu'on fait,
she saw it is a message where they are debiting her.
c'est un message où on envoie l'argent.
So she didn't want to touch it.
Elle ne voulait pas toucher.
But the Holy Ghost,
Mais le Saint-Esprit,
something within her,
quelque chose en elle,
said, just check the message.
a dit qu'il faut juste
Am I even still
le
talking to
message.
believers? Just check the message.
Il faut vérifier le
She
message.
checked the message. It was 53,500.
Elle a vérifié le message, c'était 53 500.
It did not clear
C'était pas encore assez clair.
until she went and collected the money.
Jusqu'à ce qu'elle est allée retirer
She then
l'argent.
told God,
Elle a donc dit à
I
Dieu,
now know your hands in it is in it.
je sais maintenant que tu es
Because you
intéressé
didn't
dans
just
cette
give me the
affaire.
50,000, you
Parce que tu
gave
vas pas-
transport to follow.
Parce que tu
Ah, you're not with me.
50 000, tu as donné le transport pour.
And then when she checked who put money in her account,
Lorsqu'elle a vérifié qui a mis l'argent dans son compte,
it was verified that she's the one that credited herself with 53,000.
ça a été vérifié que c'est
Oh,
elle qui a
somebody
mis
is not with me.
l'argent.
Somebody is not with me. Her angel was dispatched at 10 p.m. in the night
Son ange a été envoyé à 22h de la nuit
to go and credit her UBA account
pour aller mettre l'argent dans son
with
compte.
exactly the money she needed for the documentation and transportation fare.
Avec exactement
Can I
l'argent.
prophesy to a believer? Yes, sir. By virtue of the authenticity of the supernatural,
Avec tout le temps,
by virtue of the visibility of the spiritual realm,
la visite de-
as you say amen, a miracle is happening to you. I don't care how it will happen, I say a miracle is happening to you. Amen. If you are looking for financial miracles, financial miracle will happen. Amen. If you are looking for material miracles will happen. Amen. If what you are asking is a sign and a wonder, it will happen to you. Amen. In this month of expansion, you are entering realms of glory. Say, this is my month of expansion. This is my month of expansion. Say, I'm accessing realms of glory. I am accessing realms of glory. It is my season to enter the supernatural. It is my season to enter the supernatural. Say, hey! Kalabanda.